What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So I just wanted to go ahead and make this video real quick. Just came across this story and it has officially begun, right? You know, we all been following Andrew Yang. A lot of us wanted him to be more aggressive in the debates. We wanted him to attack, and it's just clear that that's just not his nature, right? So imagine my surprise when I come across this headline just a few minutes ago, which is, quote, "Woman says Andrew Yang fired her for being married." You know, it sounds a lot like the guy we got in office right now. You know what I mean? So I was shook, man. I was like, oh, here it is. Yeah. So I see that. Here's the story. We're going to run through this super quick. I want to make this video no longer than 15 minutes. Right here, we got a former employee of Manhattan Prep. So Manhattan Prep is the company that Andrew Yang used to be the CEO of. It's his test prep company. Fired her in 2007. He did not believe she would want to continue working as hard after she was married. It continues in an essay published by Gotham Gazette on Thursday evening. Kimberly Watkins writes that on her third day back from her honeymoon, Andrew Yang fired me. Our private discussion in his office with the door closed began with Andrew's remarks that because I was married, I wouldn't want to continue working as hard as I had been. That as a wife, I'd be focused on my new life. Responding to Watkins' allegations on Thursday, Yang told HuffPost, "As a CEO, I made decisions about hiring and firing singularly based on performance." Kimberly Watkins' facts about her break from Manhattan Prep are inaccurate. During my more than a decade as CEO, I've worked with many women, married and otherwise, and value their work and dedication as important to the success of any institution. If I were the kind of leader who would do the sort of thing described by Ms. Watkins, I would never enjoy a whiff of success. Women leaders are vital to any company or organization that I've been fortunate and grateful to have worked with, many of them in my career. Watkins appeared in a public hearing on pay equity in New York City. By the way, let's just all note, she's appearing in a hearing that has nothing to do with Andrew Yang. On pay equity in New York City on Thursday night, hosted by New York City Commission on Gender Equality or Equity, the Commission on Human Rights, and the Department of Consumer and Worker Protection. The co-chair of the Commission on Gender Equity is Shirlane McCray, the wife of Mayor Bill de Blasio, who is also running for president. She told the audience, "Andrew Yang didn't harass me. He treated me unjustly, and he violated me economically." Wow. That is... According to Watkins, Yang had promoted her to senior director shortly after he started at Manhattan Prep, and she had hit all of her growth targets as an at-will employee. She could be terminated at any time. Ding, ding, ding. Watkins says she received a monthly payment for 2 years after she was fired. Manhattan Prep was acquired by test prep giant Kaplan in 2009. Yang walked away with what he described as some number in the millions. You got to watch out for these headlines, man. This is dangerous. This is officially smear season. They're trying to bring our boy down. HuffPost has not independently verified Ms. Watkins' account at this time. Ding, ding, ding. A lot of key details that are left out of that title. You can be fired for any reason. Many of us live in at-will states. This is not uncommon for somebody to be fired. So basically, they're just going on talking about how, hey, look at the irony. He's such a nice guy, and he's doing all this, and his policies are about equal pay and yada, yada, yada. But he fired a woman because he thought she wasn't going to work as hard. Maybe. Possibly. We're not 100% sure. We haven't been able to verify the story. They finally provided a link to Yang's policies. This one is on his policy for the fight for equal pay. So look at them. They're doing a little bit of homework, a little investigation, but really they're just trying to bring the man down. Look, the weekend after I graduated from college, I got fired from my job. The reason that they gave me was because they said, oh, well, since you graduated from college, we figured you wouldn't want to work here anymore. I was fired for that. But it's an at-will state. They could fire me for whatever reason they want. They're just doing business things. This is what business people do. He's not firing somebody for, he's not saying she didn't sleep with me, so that's why I had to fire her. No, he didn't come on to this woman. He didn't harass her and then paid her for 2 years for doing nothing. Not a bad situation to be in. Like, come on, man. That's all this is. This is nothing. This is nothing. Y'all gonna see this story pop up. We're gonna disregard this. This is nonsense. It's clearly a hit piece. They're trying to bring Andrew down, but this is what happens when you're an honorable person. They can't find no dirt on you, so they try to make stuff up. This woman didn't get fired because she was married and Andrew was coming on to her, and it was no. He let her go and paid her for 2 years because he was no longer interested in her services for whatever reason, because it's an at-will state. There's no crime here. There's no crime here. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta put my kid in bed. Thank you guys for stopping in. Yo, the smear campaign has begun. We disregard all of this. Stay focused. And stay out of people's comment section being mean. Be nice. Be nice to people, okay? It's Yang Gang, not Gang Gang.